Beginner drummers. Today it's all about you guys, man. Who's ready to learn some new beats? So this video, like I said, is all about my beginner drummers out there. If you're not a beginner, if you're intermediate, if you're advanced, you want to stick around anyway, you're more than welcome. But today, it's all about teaching beginner drummers new beats. So this video is really meant to be watched while you're sitting on your drum kit, because you're going to want to try these while you're sitting down and you got sticks in your hand. But you know, if you're not currently sitting around your kit, that's cool too. You can always try these later on. So I'm going to show you 10 different beats using a very simple concept that I used to use with my students all the time when I was teaching. You get you off and running. Even if you only had your kit for a couple of months, you're ready to play your first set of grooves, this is going to help you do it. I'm just going to show you a couple of important points that you're going to need to know before you get into doing these, and then I'm just going to show you all 10 of them back to back. Now the foundation for these 10 grooves that I'm about to show you is the eighth note. The reason why we're doing that is 99.959% of new drummers that sit on a set of drums and play their first groove, they default to eighth notes. It's programmed in our brain to just go dun dun ka dun 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 ka dun. It's just what we do. Now, since a good majority of rock music is built upon the eighth note, that's a good thing. So we're going to take advantage of that fact, and then we're going to use that to learn some new beats. Now we're going to take sort of an elementary approach to doing this, and we're going to do it this way, all right? Since we're dealing with an eighth note pocket, that's what we're going to do. We got 8 notes here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? And it's just a matter of note selection. So with each new pattern, we're just going to pick a couple of those 8 notes in that sort of string of notes that we're playing, and we're just going to play them on the kick drum. It's that simple. Now before I let you go with these, let's just talk posture and form. All right, because I want to make sure that these are going to sound good when you actually go to play them. So first of all, we'll start with seat height. Make sure that you're seated in such a way that your thighs are just a couple inches higher than parallel to the floor, right? You don't want to be sitting too low with these. Reason why is because I want you to play all of these grooves heel up, all right? So none of this stuff. I want your heel off of the plate a couple of inches, and I want you to use the full weight of your leg. So I want you to muscle these out with a little bit of confidence. Even if you don't have any confidence yet, just fake it. Nobody's watching anyway. It's no big deal. So just take your foot, if this is your pedal, would you take your foot and slide it down around halfway point. This is where you're going to get the most power out of your kick drum, and then just use the full weight of your leg to punch those notes out. Snare height. I want the height of your snare, the top of the snare, so around the top of the rim, to be around the same height as where your navel is sitting. All right? So if your snare is too low or if it's too high, you're going to find that out when you look down and see where the top of that snare is. Just adjust it so that it sits around navel height, and you're good to go. Your hi-hats, I want you to set your hi-hats up so that they're a good maybe this much gap between your bottom hat and the top of your snare. That's generally about a good amount, so where your sticks aren't going to be clanging together. Now if you want your hi-hats to sound nice and smooth, posture's got a lot to do with that. All right, so I want you to stay nice and relaxed, keep your elbows tucked in, and I want you to concentrate on playing your hats from the wrist. With good posture, that's all you're going to need. So I don't want you to be hacking away at the hats with your whole arm like that. That's not what we're trying to do here. We want to sound nice and smooth when we play these. So, elbow tucked in, boom, crack. This is home base right here, man. This is all you need. Boom, cat, boom, cat. And then from there, just keep your left foot planted on that pedal. Keep these nice and tight. And then that's about it. So yeah, eighth note foundation, man. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. We're going to use that little template for our kick drum pattern. That's it. Let's go. So there you go, man. 10 new beats that you now have in your back pocket. The more experience you get as you go further along, the more your hands continue to develop, the better these are going to sound. But for now, you know how to play them. You're going to be able to get a ton of mileage out of these in any genre at any tempo. Now, if you want to start thinking ahead of time, you can go ahead and order this t-shirt, Drummer for Hire, because one day somebody's going to hear you and say, hey, are you free next week? So this is part of my collection of merch. I got a whole shop full of t-shirts and hoodies for drummers. Link will be in the description box if you want to get one of these for yourself. New viewers, new subscribers, welcome to the channel. Go ahead and hit that notification bell so you know when the next video is coming out. Thanks for watching this video. Share it if you dig it. Drop a comment below. Like, subscribe. See you next video.